Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Donette Logan with Jerry Young. And Jerry, I feel like we're in deja vu this week. Get ready for Hoover again.
Yeah, I know, and I got stuff to say about Hoover. I got a little stuff to say about Hewitt-Trussville, too, but mostly about Hoover. We'll get into that later on in the show.
We've got that, Coach Mark Freeman, and Conner Harrell and J.B. Mitchell. But first, a word from our sponsors.
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. And we can even take care of your lawn. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, but one thing I'm sure of is the expertise of the Envirosol team. Envirosol offers custom commercial cleaning and germ remediation services for residential and commercial customers. They guarantee excellent service every time. Call today, 205-229-7650, or visit them at mynvirosol.com. Mainline Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing quality products since 1989. They love giving back to the community, and they service all of the greater Birmingham area. Call them today or go to mainlineheating.com.
We're watching the Weekly Warrior Preview. Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, I'm one of those people, I kind of thought last week's game would be really close.
I did too, Donette. I really did.
I was shocked.
Well, you know, we jumped off to a 7-0 lead, and then in the second quarter is when we scored our 14 points. So it's 21-10 at halftime. We felt pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But then our third quarter, we came back and put some points up in the third quarter. I felt really good after that. But you had this sense during the whole game that they were still hanging around.
Yeah.
And they had Goodwin in the backfield and a good quarterback and a good wide receiver. You had the feeling anything could happen, but let me tell you, Ryan Pepins ran that kick back. He ran so fast I couldn't even talk to keep up with him.
That's fast.
He was great. But speaking of offense, which is where Ryan Pepins plays, Conner Harrell is also over there, and he's getting all kinds of accolades this year and attention, and it's absolutely justified.
It really is. He's kind of showing that quarterback IQ, standing out, knowing just what to do in the pocket, whether to run or pass, and he's not afraid to get in there and run the ball himself in for a touchdown. We've seen that a lot this season. So we wanted to catch up with him to kind of talk about this repeat facing Hoover. Conner, thanks so much for joining us. You know, we've talked to you a couple of times this season, and one thing I kind of really want to talk to you about was the quarterback IQ we're seeing from you on the field, just knowing when to run in, when to pass. In those moments like that, how are you kind of processing that so quickly?
Well, it all comes from the preparation and practice, just doing it in the practice, getting reps of practice, and then it becomes easier in the game. And then I have to work on it more. It seems like I've done a good job, but I have a lot to work on as far as being in the pocket and knowing when to get out, knowing what to do with the ball. But definitely it comes from me preparing in practice.
You definitely, I mean, you always have some room to learn and grow. We know that. We're seeing that from you here. We've seen the connection you were making a lot of times, too, with JB and the other receivers. That connection that's there, I know that has something you have to work on, and the trust is there. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, that started from, honestly, 2 years ago. I was with Sawyer. We were all in the indoor, all working. So I've been building that trust with them for about 2 years now. We always working in the indoor, working and throwing, building the chemistry. So that's where that comes out on the field. That's where it started.
So now we're facing Hoover again, and it's, I told Jerry earlier, it's like a deja vu because we've been here in the same situation. We saw them earlier this season. And I know there's things you've learned from that game. How are we going to see Thompson different on the field Friday night than we saw earlier this season?
Well, it's just, I don't know how much different we're going to do, but we have to just stay true to what we do. Hoover learned a lot from the last game, just like we learned a lot from them. So we have to just play our game, just keep playing Thompson football, and we'll be good.
Conner, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much to Conner Harrell for joining us. And speaking of joining us, we're talking offense today. J.B. Mitchell has been his, go-to target all year, including several other receivers. But the first touchdown of the game came in the back of the end zone on a great play to J.B. Mitchell. and we thought we'd talk to him as well, right?
We did. I talked to him earlier this season with his brother, but this time I kind of wanted to chat with him a little bit more and find out about what's the chemistry that's keeping this team so strong on the field. JB, thanks so much for joining us. We're kind of repeating some of our interviews we talked to you early in the season, and I'd like to catch up with you guys as the season progresses, especially when we're this close to playoffs. What do you think Thompson has grown as a team since the start of the season this year?
I think we've grown as, us being a team, like as just being a whole, just communicating. Coach Freeman has just been teaching us since Sunday all the way to like going into the next week. Just not being like stagnant and not getting comfortable going against our opponents. Just doing what we do, not getting complacent or whatnot.
I was about to say, don't get complacent. That's the biggest thing. I asked Connor earlier, the connection, I'm seeing him connect with you and other receivers on the field, and that connection's there, the trust is there. How is that built up?
I think off season and going in like week by week, we'll stay after and just help each other. We know what we do. We know how he throws. He knows how we run our routes. So he knows we can read defenses really well. That's all. Hats kudos to Coach Freeman and Coach Costanza and Coach K. So we've been just really studying the film, and it shows obviously on the field.
You mentioned studying film, and I know we faced Hoover before already this season once. I feel like the past 2 years we're right back in the same spot again. What have you guys learned from that game that we may see different on the field Friday night?
They gave us a fight. We had a couple of picks. We just missed cues, and we wound up fixing it. I want to be able to bounce back from it, so we know what to do. We lost a couple of guys, and all we got to do is just control what we can control.
Is there anything you see from Thompson that you think Hoover needs to be aware of or be ready for on the field? You don't want to give that away yet?
No, that's on Friday.
That's on Friday night. We'll all see that Friday night. JB, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Serenity Salon and Spa in Helena offers hair services for men and women, facials, makeup application, and waxing. Book an appointment at serenity-salonandspa.com or call 205-624-2030. Visit them at 123 Ace Place in Helena.
Showcase your personal style at LJ's Retail Therapy. Shop their selection of clothing, shoes, gifts, and accessories in-store and online. Visit them on Highway 119, 7 days a week in Alabaster beside Publix or at ljsretailtherapy.com.
Drone Tech specializes in drone models, customization, training, and maintenance with the industry-leading Drone Deploy software to provide professional quality results. For more details, visit Michael Golden and the team at drone-tech.net or call 205-895-5099 and give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram.
Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster. Welcome back in, everyone, to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Seth joins us now. Let's talk recruiting first. Football, we got a couple guys to talk about there.
That's right. Anthony Butler continues to do very well on the recruiting circuit. He actually committed to Culver Stockton College, but on the heels of that, got offers from Norwich, Miles College, and Faulkner. So very impressive, and they're seeing our blindside guy and the potential that he has. And on top of that, Kobe Stewart, who was also committed to Sanford, he picked up an offer from Mercer University. So congratulations to our two guys there.
So Seth and I came up with what we think are the top 5 plays from this past season. Let's start at number 5 with Sam Reynolds. He had an 85-yard TD reception versus Spain Park.
Conner Harrell steps up, he had a lane, now he pulls it down. It's complete. Sam Reynolds at the 30, cuts back 35-40. He's loose at midfield, towards the middle of the field. He's got a wall of blockers. He's to the 30, 20. Bye, Reynolds. It's a touchdown.
And we have been waiting for that 85 yards, the longest play from scrimmage of this 2020 season.
Next at number 4, we have Greg Green. He had a 70-plus fumble return for a touchdown against Oak Mountain.
Ball's loose. We got it. We got it. Popped up. We're headed back the other way.
Greg Green.
Oh, my goodness. Greg Green takes it back 80 yards for a touchdown.
Number 3 is J.B. Mitchell's touchdown catch against Hoover.
Conner Harrell steps up. He'll unload it. It's caught. JB's got it at the 40. 30, cuts back middle of the field, 20, foot race at the 10. He's hit at the 5. He'll score. Touchdown.
And J.B. Mitchell pulling all the cards out of the deck on that one. Shows the athleticism going up with the catch within the sidestep, and then the wherewithal to cut it back across the field.
All right, and at number 2 on our list, we got Gavin Shipman's pick 6. Huge play against Hoover.
Lundy play action, throw it to the right, intercepted. Intercepted at the 40. It's a foot race. 50. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Thompson. What a play, Gavin Shipman. Pick 6 to the house.
And number 1 on our list is Ryan Pepins. He ran a kickoff back. Here's why they call him Quick Feet.
It's a high, short kick taken by Pepins at the 25. Still on his feet. Up to 30, he's loose. 35-40. Midfield, he's going to go. Ryan Pepins goes 75 yards. Touchdown, Thompson.
And the deuce is loose.
Okay, Jerry, we've kind of recapped Hewitt.
Right.
We talked about our big plays from our players, but now we need to look ahead. Well, not that far ahead, but to tomorrow night.
Okay, so here's the deal with Hoover. They're a good team. They're well coached. They're going to be prepared. They've only got one loss this year. Guess to who?
To us.
All right, so you know they want revenge.
Right.
You know they want to play in the state championship. You know that their whole season, especially since that loss to us, has been built on this ball game. That's what they've thought about. I would even say they were looking past Oak Mountain a little bit last week. They just barely got by Oak Mountain, and Oak Mountain led most of the game the way I understand it.
You have to wonder if they did that intentionally, just to kind of make Thompson feel like they were off their game just a little bit, you know, knowing they could still pull out a win. But I think Josh Niblett, he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's not all orange shoes, you know. I mean, he's got he's got something up top, you know. Of course, he's going to have something. That's Coach Niblett's way of keeping the attention on him and doing that kind of stuff to, you know, throw us off. I mean, you know, it's just part of it. I know other coaches in the state that have done similar things, you know, and that's okay. But here it is. We're ranked number 1. They're ranked number 2. We're undefeated. We want to play for a state championship. We beat them last time by 2 touchdowns. We're going to be ready. I guarantee you our players will be just as fired up, if not more, for this game than any other game all year.
Yeah, they'll have to be, because just as bad as we want it, Hoover wants it just as bad. It's been a while since they've been there, and they want to reclaim that title. So it's going to be a matchup. The game's sold out already, so
Right,
we
sold
know
out.
it's going to be one to watch. But if you're not going to the game, if you didn't get tickets, we still have you covered.
We do.
WarriorNationNetwork.org. You can watch us, hear us. So
That's
much.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot going on. But we've got a couple other sports, too. I just want to mention really quick our basketball schedule in case you want to go catch our guys and our ladies out. Our ladies had a good start against Mountain Brook. Now they are going to be on the road. I'm going to have to look at my little notes here, make sure I get it right. Monday, on the 23rd, they face Fort Payne. Now tonight, our men are hosting Chelsea. But then on Saturday, wrestling's also underway. And our wrestlers, our girls and guys wrestlers,
That's right.
they're going to head to Florida to face W.S. Neal. So lots going on here.
Yeah,
Thompson.
actually, they're wrestling in a tournament in Pace, Florida.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know where Pace is, it's right outside Pensacola. I used to be the play-by-play announcer for Pace High School many years ago, so I saw that and I couldn't believe it. But Pace has got a good wrestling program. They're hosting that tournament down there.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to watch, so I can't wait to kind of see what was laid out. I'm going to send a picture to Philip so we can get it in before we go to break. Coach Sean from the wrestling team had posted, this is a first. My office has turned into a hair salon. With so many female wrestlers on his team, they're French braiding their hair. So it is a first for wrestling, but I love it. It's growing in Alabama, and I think we have a lot more ahead for us.
Absolutely. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll have Mark Freeman with us when we come back here on the Weekly Warrior Preview.
The Sassy Shopper has moved to a brand new location. New apparel, gifts, jewelry, pampering, and much more. Go check them out, 224 Kentstone Boulevard behind Starbucks.
Botox and Dysport are injectable proteins, and they help relax the facial muscles. Most patients ask, when can we expect this to be visible? It's usually 3 to 7 days after the injections, and it usually lasts between 3 and 6 months.
Go Warriors!
Brooklier Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Brooklier family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, Coach Freeman told us last week, him and Josh are friends.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like a lot of our coaches here, and he knows how good that team is and how good they can be. But I'm sure he had a lot to say this week, too.
Yeah, you know, we're not going to give anything away, but here's Mark Freeman. Coach, we're facing Hoover. We know they're a good team. We know they're well coached. We know they're prepared. We know they want to beat us. All we got to do now is play the game.
That's right. And, you know, it's that time of year where you got to go play. The second time around again, you know, we just faced that last week. And so, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do, I think, in the games like this. And they've watched us. We've watched them. And it comes down again, like we was talking about last week. You got to win on third down. You got to get off the field. You got to be great in the special teams. And we've got to find a way to move the ball on offense. So
our big plays, you know, everybody talks about you got to limit the big play, but obviously we had a huge play last week. We ran the kickoff back, which was kind of an unexpected thing, but Ryan took it to the end zone. How big is a deal of it, so to speak, to limit the big play?
Well, you got it, and that's one of the things we talk about. You know, three phases of the game. You got to win offense, defense, and special teams. And we had I told our guys, our coaches, Sunday at the staff meeting, we want to run the football on offense, and we were able to do that. We want to stop the run on defense. We want to make an impact play on defense on special teams, and all three phases we were able to do that. And we played really good last week against a really good football team. And now you can catch another really good football team again, and that's what this region's about. And there's no excuses. It's down to one game, and the winner will go on, the other guy will pack up. But it's that time of year, and we've had a good week of practice so far. So, you know, we just need to go do what we supposed to do.
And kids are having fun this time of year too, as well, right?
Yes, sir. A lot of fun to be practicing.
All right, Coach. Good luck this Friday night. All right, thanks to Coach Mark Freeman for being so accessible all year long. Well, Donette, it's about time for kickoff here. If you're watching on the Jumbotron, which this show plays on the Jumbotron before the game.
It does, and if you're watching this Thursday night, you can still watch the game from home, WarriorNationNetwork.org. All the action, you'll hear it, see it, and so much more. We're kind of excited about this game.
Absolutely. You know, I can't emphasize enough. We say this every show, but folks, it's sold out. We know a lot of people are going to be tuning in. We'll be ready for you. We're going to have it on the NFHS network. If you'd like to pay a small fee and watch it, that's a live stream, or you can listen to it for free by clicking on the Listen Now button at WarriorNationNetwork.org. Please spread the word so everybody will know where to watch and listen to the game.
And if you are watching it here at Thompson, welcome to Warrior Stadium.